Why didn't I forget to turn off the mute button? Why didn't I forget to turn off the mute button? Alright, well, let's try this again. Are the new Neverwinter lockboxes an improvement? Red Dead Redemption 2 is a kick in the head, and that might be a good thing. Black Desert Online Beta hits Xbox, and yes, I am missing a tooth. All this and more on the update. Wow, so much has happened while I was away. Aside from forgetting about how to use a mute button, I did get attacked by a rogue slice of pizza and lose a tooth. But as far as gaming news goes, we got a lot that's going on. Red Dead Redemption 2 was released after nearly a decade after the first one, but it was definitely worth the wait. Whether you're playing on console or PC, it is very graphically pleasing, but I recommend playing on a larger screen TV because it is very cinematic. Having a UHD TV or something, beautiful. Now, there are plenty of things to do in this game. You don't have to stick to the quest line. There are many NPCs to interact with that have a huge amount of dialogue that barely seems to overlap at all. However, be careful. There was actually one YouTuber that was banned while interacting with some of these NPCs. A YouTuber named Shirrako, who has been putting up content about how he's interacting with them quite brutally, YouTube took a little too far. There was a woman suffragette talking about the women's right to vote, where he walked up, beat the crap out of her, hog-tied her, dragged her to a swamp, and fed her to an alligator. YouTube said that violated their terms of service and then banned his channel. However, after further review of noticing he does that with about every NPC in the game, it was not a personal attack against feminism or women's suffrage, and with the support of other YouTubers and viewers, his channel was unbanned. If you'd like to check out his channel, I'll put a link down in the description for you, and yeah, watch out how you act around those NPCs. Warframe released their Chimera update with a flavor of new content for old players and new players alike. For you older players sitting around with nothing to do, a great time sink called Arbitration Alerts has come out, which seems to have some decent rewards in there. But there was also some quality of life updates where it doesn't take as long to bring your companion out of stasis, as well as having unlimited Arcwing launchers so you can feel free to roam the plains of Eidolon. However, they did lower the ceiling on there so you can't fly as high. Hopefully they adjust that in the future, and I will update if they do. Fallout 76 beta hit consoles and then PC, and boy is it buggier than could be imagined. Coming from a game company like Bethesda, we expected a lot more. However, you know how I felt about that. They were a little too late. This should have been started in the summer. And so not only are there graphical or interactive bugs, but there's also security issues. There's no encryption on this, and there's also no communication between the server and client properly. There are no walls, which means you are vulnerable to attacks. Bethesda has addressed this and said that they are working on an update to fix the issue. However, I'm glad I dodged that bullet and will not be playing the game until November 14th. However, if you do want to see other people play the beta, feel free to check out Cali Gold or Oxhorn. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can check out. Oxhorn is actually uploading his entire playthrough of the beta. It should be quite interesting. Now, Neverwinter, with the release of Heart of Fire, has also made some changes to their lockbox. Even though you notice that some of those annoying packs, like the Fashion Pack and those ones that give you all sorts of Stones of Health and Scrolls, are missing, doesn't mean those items are not in there, and it does not mean that RNG is your friend. It seems that legendary mounts are still hard to come by, whereas legendary tools are not. So all you older players that worked so hard and spent so much AD to get your legendary tools, you've been spat in the face. However, if you needed more tools, whether you're an old player or a new player, those are going to be easier to obtain. Definitely check out Reiner's channel, where he is always opening up a bunch of lockboxes so you can see what the chances are for you to get those items. I'll leave a link down in the description for his channel. And there's another lockbox that was actually released on both console and PC at the same time. But how? I thought they couldn't do that. I thought even patches and hotfixes were hard. Oh well. Well, anyways, this is going to be kind of the replacement for the Glorious Resurgence lockbox, which is going to allow you to get some of the older items. It's going to have the newer layout just like the new lockbox does. Once again, RNG will not be your friend, but if you need them older items, that's the place to go. However, Shard of Orcus 1 people, yeah, the value is going to go down a bit because it's going to be a little bit easier to obtain. Now, the Black Desert Online beta did hit Xbox. While visually stunning, since it is a beta, there are still some bugs, but we'll let that slide from now. There are already people grinding away in this game, and if you're looking for some of the best farming spots, I recommend checking out Xter's channel. He looks to be a newer YouTuber. Go ahead and show him some love. I'll put the link down in the description so you can check that out. But right now, you can get up to about level 40 in there. You can't use all the classes yet, but it seems that the entire profession system is intact. So feel free to look around, and we'll definitely know more when it comes to PS4 and official release in the future. Now for the comments. Stanco says, "Thanks for another great video. I've been a subscriber for a while and love your channel. Actually, it inspired me to start making content for newcomers in our guild. In case you are interested to see my channel, here is my latest video. Thanks again." Well, I went ahead and down in the description put a link to that. Definitely check it out. And yeah, always good to hear that there's new content creators coming out, and I'm always willing to support them. Saucy Flash says, "Do you know what's up with Stronghold Siege? Some people say now it's back to what it was supposed to be, meaning you should be on the winning team and score 300 or more points to complete the quest from the Master of Coin. But from what I've read in the chat channel, some people still can't complete the quest even with the requirements met. Seems like they broked it, meaning breaking while trying to fix it." Well, based on what I've been able to find out, it is kind of a mixed bag. It seems to be working for some people and not the others. This was something that, as far as I know, they weren't even focusing on fixing. If they stated as such, as we've seen before, that's not always the case that it will work. But you know, if they're going to continue to work on it, Stronghold Siege is definitely something I'd love to see make a comeback. We're definitely going to have to see some better rewards come out of it, and if I find out more, I'll definitely release an update. James DeHam. "So I gotta ask, because I honestly only play a few classes, what balancing needs to be done? I've played for a few years, and from what I've seen, the classes are the way they should be." Well, it depends. It doesn't mean that the classes aren't viable. I mean, pretty much any class is viable, but there's always going to be better ones out there. More of what they're trying to do is make it so that either they fit the role that they're meant to fit and they play a bigger part in the dungeons, or they're balancing it to the point of where it's going to be equal, where a great weapon fighter will deal the same amount of damage in the end as a trickster rogue. So there's still a lot of work that they're going to be putting into that. When it comes to people that are really strongly in love with their main character and will defend it to the bitter end, every little tweak counts. It'll either send you into despair or incredibly happy, but either one is fleeting and will continue to change. But yes, there will be some more changes coming out. Cryptic has stated so, and those will continue past Mod 16. Nick Floshow. "Good luck to everyone on an amazing giveaway. Meggetto, GG bro. Your OBS skills will only get better and better through more you tinker with it. Great video and congrats on 1K. Well, thank you very much on that. And you know what? Speaking of the giveaway, I'm sure you've all been waiting for it. On my last video, I said on the next update, I would let you know which pack that I had chosen based on your comments. And the winner is...
Why not both?
Sure. So I will be giving away both packs, but now I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting on how to win. So the next 3 update videos, I'm going to put a little bubble up at the top, and I want you to note the timestamp of that bubble. It's a little hint. You're going to have 3 timestamps that you're going to be putting on a post on Twitter and then I'm going to put your names into a random number generator to pick the winner. Yes, it's a little bit of work, but we're also talking about 2 legendary packs here. Please bear with me. I gotta make it a little interesting. I'll put some details down in the description as well as a link to my Twitter. Now, this weekend in Neverwinter we have on PC. Please don't forget to go to the rewards claim engine to pick up your free acquired treasure chest. There are some goodies in there for mod 15. It's free. Don't forget to get it. And along with that, if you need to play catch up a little bit or you want to level up a companion, there is 2 times XP going on this weekend. And if you find your way into the Zen store, there's tons of discounts in there on services, keys, the new Dark Magic key bundle, as well as some boosts for the new profession system. So feel free to check that out. Now for console players, we have 2 times Dread Ring currency and the Crystal Charger makes a return. Yay! However, if you do need other mounts, there is 20% off the other mounts in the Zen store. And speaking of mounts, console players, we now have access to the new insignias. So if you want to min-max your character and need to tweak a few stats there, we now have that option, the same as PC. However, the new Reborn lockbox is available on all platforms, yet we had to wait for the insignia packs. Tell you what, Cryptic, I'll let that slide if this is a sign of things to come, where you're going to be able to release content on both platforms simultaneously a little bit more in the future. We'll see how that goes. Now that about wraps it up for the weekend. Make sure you stay tuned every weekend for the update and subscribe to be notified when I put other videos up. Thanks for watching. Click the left to see the previous video, click to the right to see another video, and down at the bottom to subscribe. And to stay up to date with what's going on with the channel, follow on Facebook and Twitter.